So in 2011, Mont Blanc released its popular fragrance, Legend. And according to Fragrantica, they've released 9 flankers, including some special editions. Well, they just released a new one in 2022. Is this fragrance going to be any good? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. Like I mentioned before, this fragrance is from the house of Mont Blanc. It is their latest release, Legend Red. So Legend Red from the house of Mont Blanc is a men's citrus aromatic fragrance released in 2022. The noses behind this fragrance are Anne Filippo and Nicolas Beaulieu, and is an eau de parfum concentration. All right, let's check out this presentation. Alright, so here's the box for Legend Red. If you guys are familiar with the line, this box does resemble the other boxes from the line, so not a lot of changes. Only big difference is, obviously, it's going to be the very bright red box, which I do like. It does keep the same fonts here, name of the house. Not much information on the back. Let's check out the bottle. Alright, so here is the bottle for Legend Red. Again, if you guys are familiar with the line, this bottle does resemble the previous bottle releases. This one, again, just a bright red bottle, which I do like. I do like the bright red in this. It does say Mont Blanc here on the front and back on the cap. Nice heavy metal cap. Does have plastic on the inside. Does have the Mont Blanc emblem on top of here. And I believe it has it right here on the bottle, if you guys can see that. Yeah, good looking bottle from the house of Mont Blanc. Probably my favorite color of every release so far. This fragrance was $100 before tax at Macy's. All right, so here are the notes for Mont Blanc Legend Red. In the top we have blood orange, grapefruit, and cardamom. In the mid we have cedar, clary sage, and juniper berries. And in the base we round things off with mahogany, atlas cedar, and tonka bean. Yeah, so I do have a bit of experience with the House of Mont Blanc and the Legend line. I believe the last video I did for them was the Eau de Parfum version, the all-black bottle that came out a year or two ago, which I really did like that fragrance. That was a stronger version of the original, reminded me of the original, smelled like the original, and it was just stronger and lasted a lot longer, so that's what I like. They did release an intense version. That one, to my nose, just didn't last as long as I was hoping, it being an intense, but again, the Eau de Parfum version was better. And I will link any video that I have of my Mont Blancs. I think I did Legend as well, or Legend Night as well. But I'll link all those down below for you guys to check out. But yeah, I was excited to hear they came out with a new one. I really did like the notes, the blood orange and the grapefruit, the cardamom. I love citruses with cardamom. The juniper berries, I love that in fragrances as well. A little funny, they did put cedar in the mid and atlas cedar in the base. Don't really know if there's a huge difference with that. But there's quite a bit of wood notes in this with the mahogany. It's going to be very woody. And the tonka bean is going to get a bit of nuttiness, maybe a bit of gourmandness, we will see. But yeah, looking forward to trying this one. I'm looking forward to seeing if this one has the DNA of the original, and also why they're calling it red. The only thing, you know, I see red in here would be the blood orange, but other than that, I really don't know how it's going to smell like the name red here. So looking forward to trying this one. So let's give this fragrance a first impression. All right, clean hand, pop the cap, a couple sprays. Good sprayer here. Okay. Definitely getting like a very mainstream smell with this one. Am I getting the DNA right now? No, I'm getting a lot of citruses. I'm definitely getting the grapefruit and the blood orange. Tons of citruses. Not getting the original DNA, not yet, which if you guys don't know, this one was really compared to Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce and anything that smells like that, Vodka on the Rocks, or just any of those fragrances that sort of smell like Fierce. Even though I got killed in the comments last time for saying something smelled like Fierce. I don't know what you guys are talking about. If it smells like Fierce, that one has been around for a long time. That's what everyone's going to compare it to anyway. Thank goodness I'm not getting that right now with this fragrance. Right now, I'm getting a citrusy, creamy, fresh fragrance. The cardamom in this is very nice. It's a little green from the clary sage. So I'm getting a little of that bite that clary sage brings to the table. And it does smell green, kind of herbal. It's getting a little bit sweeter. It's getting a little candied sweet. Not really getting a red vibe from this one. And if they're really going to push the blood orange, and that's what it's supposed to really be leaning towards, is the citruses, and it's blood orange, then okay, maybe. I guess I can see that, but Right now, I'm not really getting a red vibe, and honestly, I'm not really sure what red smells like. Right? You know, I think purple will smell like grape. You know, this doesn't smell like cherries or anything like a red fruit. But it is getting a little sweet. It's getting a little sweeter, so maybe it's got a little candied sweetness going to it with the citrus notes. So maybe I can see why they called it red. It's not as woody as I was thinking it would be. I was sort of guessing it was going to be super woody, but no, the woods are not like, because I've tried fragrances that are very prominent in the cedar department. I like the smell of cedar. If you guys have tried Royal Oud, that has a very strong cedar note. It almost smells like fresh cut cedar. For a fragrance that has Atlas cedar and regular cedar in the mid and the base, I'm not really getting that. And it might be a good thing for you guys, but I happen to like a nice fresh cut smelling cedar note. But right now, this doesn't smell bad. Again, I'm not getting the DNA, so I know that there's a couple out there of Legend flankers that smelled nothing like. I want to say Legend Night was like a more of a gourmand fragrance. That didn't have the DNA. And the Legend Spirit, the white bottle, which is a great fragrance, by the way. I actually need to review that. I actually have that bottle. I've tried it years ago, but I've since forgotten exactly what it smells like, and I will do a video on that one soon. But not getting the DNA. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I'm not getting that fierce, that Legend fierce thing, you know. Percival from, Parfums de Marly, or, Vodka on the Rocks. But it's there slightly, but not really. I'm really just getting... It smells like... This is very mainstream, if you guys haven't guessed that already. Okay, it's going to be a safe fragrance. But unfortunately, right now, this one's going down a million avenues that I think people have already been down before. Or like the same avenue that a million people have been down before. But it smells nice. It's inoffensive. It is an eau de parfum concentration as well. So I'm hoping that this one is going to last quite a bit. Right now, it does smell like it has a bit of strength. We'll see. We'll see what really sticks around. There's a lot of wood notes in this in the base, so I'm going to guess it's going to get just real woody. Right now, citrusy, slightly woody, safe, a little bit syrupy sweet, a little bit. Maybe if there was red apple in this, I could see why it would be called red. It feels a little just red apple heavy, I guess, with some wood notes. But right now, it doesn't really smell red, honestly. And maybe I needed to read some info, because I could just probably read what the perfumers were thinking and why they called it red. Who knows? But this is a nice fragrance. It smells good. It smells good. It smells very mainstream. You're not going to get any hate for wearing this one. You might smell familiar right now anyway. I'm not going to give up too much of what I'm thinking in the first half of the video. Yeah, so I'm going to wear this fragrance tonight, gather my thoughts on this one tonight and over the next few days, and give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. Hey, what's up, you guys? Just want to give you guys a quick update on the Legend Red from the House of Mont Blanc. Had a few days to spend with this fragrance, and I can say that I do like this fragrance, but I don't love it. It smells nice. I will give it that. It smells very mainstream, very designery. That's what they sought to do, because as we all know, designers are supposed to be very crowd-pleasing. They are meant to bring in the money. Does this smell like the original Legend? I get that a little bit, just a little bit. And I had to wear it a few times before I actually got that. I wasn't convinced in the first half of the video that it reminded me of it. But after a couple of wearings, it's like, okay, I guess I can sort of see the original DNA in here. But overall, if I still had to pick quickly, I would say no. But I think I got it a little bit. It does do sort of its own thing, but not enough for me to say that this one is going to be super different. It's nice, crowd-pleasing, mainstream. It's fresh, has the citrus notes, the grapefruit and the blood orange. It's a sexy fragrance. It has a cardamom, and it does have a little fruitiness with the juniper berries, and it's a little green from the clary sage, but it's very woody. Some people on Fragranica were saying this is very, very woody. I didn't get a very heavy woody fragrance with this fragrance. Nothing compared to anything I've tried before, though, when it comes to woody fragrances that are very, very woody. This is not. This is more fruity and slightly green, a little bit sexy, and a little bit creamy, nutty in the dry down with the tonka bean. But like I said, it's not a bad fragrance, and I was very surprised by the feedback on Fragranica with this one, because people were saying it was really, really good and they loved it. So good for Mont Blanc. if people out there really do love this one. Honestly, the only thing I can really compare this one to, and guys, please don't kill me in the comments. This is just what my nose picked up off the bat, or maybe not off the bat because that'd be the first half of the video. But I mean, like maybe a couple of times after wearing this, I was like, what does this remind me of? It smells familiar. Just there's something about this fragrance that reminded me of Chrome Pure. Now I did spray them side by side, and after 30 seconds, I did not see that many similarities. But separately, I could sort of, just by smelling the caps and maybe smelling the arms or the hands separately in the first couple of seconds, I was like, okay, I got that little quick little DNA that reminded me of Chrome Pure. But shortly afterwards, this one started to change and whatnot. But this is the only fragrance I could think of that sort of reminded me of the red. And I did mention another fragrance, and it was the Chrome, I believe the Extreme, the one that came out a couple of years ago that actually was really nice, because that one has juniper berry. So I guess if you take that fragrance and Chrome Pure, you might get Legend Red, but it's not exact. But the longevity for this fragrance was good. Actually, Eau de Parfum lasted 8 hours. I will give it that. Can't say the same thing for the projection. The projection was okay in the first couple of hours. I will say, and we'll get to that in a minute with the seasons, but it's cold outside, guys. It's winter time right now, so I think it might have been a little too cold for this one. But right now in the weather that I wore it in, didn't last as long as I wanted it to, or I'm sorry, it didn't project like I wanted it to. Longevity was good. Projection wasn't that great. The seasons for this fragrance, like I just mentioned, this is going to be the hotter to warmer months of the year. Now, that will really intensify this one. The heat is going to really intensify this fragrance, and it might actually make that projection category go up some. But right now, unfortunately, it's too cold outside. I couldn't give it its all of its dues when it comes to the projection category. But yes, warmer weather, hot and warm for this one. Occasions for this fragrance, I'm going to say you can wear this one casually during the day. I do think you can wear this one to work. I do think this one would be great for date night because it is sexy. It's fresh. You're not going to offend anybody with this fragrance, guys. There's nothing off-putting about this fragrance. It's just fruity, woody, slightly green, and a little bit creamy in the dry down. It's a really safe scent. You're not going to offend anybody. So yeah, casual settings, date night, work. Definitely safe for work, and not strong enough for the club, but you never know. Maybe in the summertime with the club, probably wear this one, but I think this would be safe for pretty much all occasions. Ages for this fragrance right now, it's $100 for 100 ml. That's before tax, so probably 110. I'm gonna say 20 and up for this fragrance. Although I think an 18-year-old can pull this fragrance off. I think a 20 and up year-old person could easily afford it and easy enough to pull it off. Overall, I do like this fragrance, but I don't love it honestly. This one doesn't stand out to me. This one, I like the Legend Eau de Parfum version, the all black. That one's still my favorite. I will say this one probably be second. When it comes to performance and the smell, third will probably be, and the only reason why it's third, it should be second, would be Legend Night. If you guys haven't tried that fragrance, that is a fantastic fragrance, but it lasts maybe 2 hours. Mont Blanc make an Eau de Parfum version of that one, and now you're talking. We'll talk about that one if it ever comes out. But this isn't a bad fragrance, guys. I do think you should try this one since it's so readily available. You can probably find it at Dillard's and Macy's. You can probably easily get your nose on this one. I do think if you give it some time, unfortunately, it'll probably be about a year if I have that right compared to other fragrances that have come out. But you might find this one at Marshall's and TJ Maxx in about a year, and it'll probably be half the price, if not a little bit less. But I do think you guys should go try this one. Performance was okay. Again, the longevity was good. Projection wasn't that good. I think this one is just a safe scent. I do think you should try it. I don't think you should blind buy it unless you just have some extra money you want to blow. But again, this is number 2 in the Legend series for me. Out of all, what did I mention, like 9 or something that came out already? This will be number 2 right behind the Eau de Parfum version that came out. I believe it was last year. So guys, if you guys tried Mont Blanc Legend Red, if you have, let me know your thoughts on this fragrance down in the comments below, because I'd love to hear what you guys think about this one, because I was really surprised when people were saying on Fragrantica about this fragrance. I thought people were going to roast it, and honestly, I think in the this reminds me of category, people were purposely putting down stupid fragrances. So some people were trolling this one, but honestly, this one got decent feedback, so I was surprised by that, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching another video on my channel. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications for future first impressions videos and fragrance related content just like this. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find fragrance-related photos and future contest winners. And as always, till the next video, you guys take care. Thanks.